ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Dutch Girl baseball softball field here. As you can see, the Dutch Girls have taken the field to start their pregame. I was under the impression that the game started at 4:30, but I have come to learn that the game actually starts at 5 o'clock. So we've got a little bit of time here before the start of the game, which would give me an opportunity to introduce the people that are going to be helping out with this broadcast right now. Sam and Chris, why don't you come on over real quick? Let's see here. Got a good crew for tonight. Excited to have these guys. We're in the press box here at the softball field. Right here in the blue shirt is Mr. Sam Terrell. He's going to be running the on-screen scoreboard and the video overlays that you guys see popping onto the screen. And then right here next to Sam is Mr. Christopher Waymeyer, who's going to be operating one of the outfield cameras for you. He'll give you that shot that looks like you're watching the Cardinals baseball game on television, and comes right in from behind the pitcher's shoulder. And then we have Logan Valley, who is actually going to be down below us, getting that shot behind home plate. We got the base camera that you see right here that we'll switch to oftentimes once the ball is in play. And I'm actually going to get a drone up in the air today for a little bit as well. So you're going to get 4 different options for cameras. And you're also going to get to hear a live performance of the national anthem tonight by some of the choir members, including softball player Bree Bodine. So it's going to be a fun time tonight here at Dutch Girl softball field. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to a commercial to fill some time during the while we wait for the game to start up here. So we're going to get a couple cameras ready and things like that, and then we'll be back here in just a little bit. Here's a project that some of my TV studio students did last year about Lakeside Book Company here in Owensville.
Of over 500 employees.
We got a little bit of time yet.
All right, Brittany, you got that. Is made possible by a dedicated workforce, along with continually updated modern equipment.
Cuba Varsity Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Jaden Zelch.
And I'm Lily Reed. Our third partner, Maddox Parker, will be conducting an interview later on.
For the latest Generation Film Contest, we decided to spotlight a multi-generational business in our hometown, Owensville, Missouri.
Lakeside Book Company, formerly known as Custom Printing, has been around in our community for many generations and has truly influenced our community.
In this submission, you will see videos from inside Lakeside Book Company, as well as interviews and older footage from Custom Printing Co. and our community.
Let's throw it way back and look at some footage from before we were born.
The Free Press Department has the ability to work with customer-supplied film or camera-ready copy. Custom Printing has the capability to produce as many as 8,000 page negatives per day. Once film is processed, the next step is the film assembly area. Here, page negatives are assembled in many different impositions by skilled strippers. Once all the negatives are accurately placed, painstaking attention is paid to each and every page to make sure that each and every detail is perfect. Quality checks and proofing procedures are implemented to assure accuracy of the project before being plated and sent to the press room.
Technology has definitely increased the speed in which we can do all those things. It was taking the old film days and converting that to digital, direct to plate, has taken a lot of time out of the process. And getting into the press room, just a lot of technology improvements with controls and sensors that are computerized, helping us manage our color and registration on our equipment.
We're here in the lobby of Lakeside Book Company.
During our time here, our partner Maddox sat down for an interview with the manager of Maddox.
I'm Maddox Parker. I'm here with
Matt Dosey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Quite well, thank you.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about your role here at Lakeside Book Company and how long you've been here?
Sure. My role is working with the customer service team, the logistics team, and also the quality team to make sure we're delivering a quality product to our customers. And I've been with the company 34 years.
How many people does Lakeside Book Company employ?
It fluctuates slightly, but around 440.
What does Lakeside Book Company specialize in?
Primarily, we're an educational book printer. We do a lot of work with some of the large educational customers, and then we also do some commercial work as well, and some government contracts.
What does the printing process entail?
So we start out with our customers who have a book they want to publish. They send us a file. We approve that file for printing standards, and then we go ahead and run sheet-fed components for the cover. We run web components for the text, and then we bind and ship out the product. So fairly simplistic, but a lot of steps in between.
Lakeside does a lot for the community. What kinds of things do you guys try to do to help the school and the community?
Sure, we have a program, we call it Dollars for Doers, and that's really any of our employees that are interested in helping with programs that they're interested in, we support. But our primary that we've supported over the years, Helping Hands, with some donations, as well as the Owensville school system, elementary all the way through high school. And then we also do a lot with the Chamber of Commerce.
Can you tell us about the beginnings of Lakeside Book Company and custom printing?
So I actually worked here for 7 years when Custom Printing Company with Don Lennar and his team. And there's been 8 different owners over those years that we've experienced. And today we're still doing the same sort of projects that we have. So a lot's changed, but we're still producing books and very competitive in the marketplace.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We reached out to the family that initially brought this business to Owensville.
In the next clip, you will see an interview with a member of the Lenauer family.
I'm here with Mark Lenauer. Mark, how are you today?
Well,
Can you tell us a bit about why your family decided to get into custom printing and how?
Actually, it was my father started the business in 1960. He didn't go to college. He just out of high school. He decided he wanted to get into the printing business, so he borrowed $500 from his mother, bought a small multi-lift press, started doing business card letters.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of
In
wanting the concession stand open. I need a water.
1999, we were running out of, we were needing more room.
The kid's over there trying to get the game
building
on.
available.
He is? Yeah. Oh, but they won't open the thing.
For Commerce.
Hey, you got a key for that?
Said this building was available, which happened to be at that time on Old Springfield Road. They were happy to see us come to them. There was a need for a new employer due to the fact that Brown Shoe Company was closing a lot of their facilities throughout the state of Missouri, and Owensville was one of them. So moving to Owensville was good for us, and was good for Owensville. And the time we moved here, we had 13 employees, continued to do government printing. And over the years, we built the building that we're currently, the printing business is currently in now. We employ over 700 people at that particular point when we decided to sell. And we were generating $30 million in revenue that went out into the local community. So over the years, custom printing was good for Owensville. But I would also say, due to the work ethic, Owensville was very good for custom printing. So it worked both ways. The people at Owensville had a work ethic that was just incredible. And that was the secret to the custom printing success.
We believe that Lakeside Book Company has shaped our community from an economic standpoint, as well as molded our community values of lending a helping hand.
We hope you enjoyed this look into a very crucial part of our community, and we'll leave you with some footage comparing then versus now.
perhaps the biggest advantage that Owensville has to offer a prospective business is that the business is wanted and appreciated by the community. It is difficult to be successful where you are not wanted. The qualities of an area and of a people are difficult to assess. The Owensville community is unique from many other communities in that the great majority of people who live here do so because they want to, not because they have to. And because they want to live here, they have the concern and desire to be a part, to help, to belong, to make the community a better place to live. Whether it be in joining a service organization, planting a flower bed for the annual Tulip Festival, building a float to be in the annual county fair, or helping to organize a community arts and crafts fair, the people of Owensville are involved and welcome those who will be a positive addition.
To do just that. I've learned a lot of skills in this class, such as reading a tape measure, working with power tools, and, most importantly, woodshop safety. I use those new skills at my job, Pioneer Truss Company. I plan on working there for the rest of my life, or doing some carpentry somewhere, where I'll be using my woodworking skills daily. Show me learning that works.
Legends Bank is proud to be a part of this community. Legends Bank believes in supporting education and are proud supporters of your Dutchmen and Dutch girls. Your kids are our kids, and we're cheering them on through all of life's big changes. Legends Bank offers many financial tools, loans for a home, car, business, real estate, or agriculture, and offers services just like the National Bank, such as online banking through legendsbk.com, our mobile app, or in person, because we love to still see you at the bank. Legends Bank, your town, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's already at 90% battery. 96.
Can you make sure when you guys see me, you're in that frame? Sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. We are about 9 minutes away from first pitch. We'll have the announcement of the lineups here in just a moment. We also have a drone up in the air right now that we will run periodically throughout the evening. Take you a little trip around campus right now while we got some time to kill. Here in about a couple weeks, we will be hosting our cross-country home meet as well as conference back-to-back. We are very proud to have beautiful facilities here in Owensville. As you can see, the Dutchman football field. There is some JV action happening tonight. So imagine we got some 7th and 8th graders out there practicing right now. There's our beautiful high school, full of cars right now. And then the newest athletic facility on campus is the baseball field, softball field complex that you'll be watching tonight for the game. Over here we got our middle school. So we have a little bit of time here to kill for anybody who's from Cuba, who's never seen our district or our campus. Got some traffic in and out of there. Be busy all night. Got the practice soccer and football fields right along here in the back. The Rock Island Trail actually runs right beyond that tree line that you see right there as well. And then back there is our Owensville Elementary School. And that is the newest building in our district. Over here you'll get our bus barn, our ag building, and then, of course, the high school again. We'll go ahead and bring the drone back home here to the ball field, get us ready for this evening, and the impending lineup announcements. Right down here, we'll take you and show you off to our outfield cameraman, Mr. Christopher Waymeyer. He's operating the cam that you'll see beyond home plate. He has no idea that we're here right now. It's like he's checking out his cell phone. All right. Give you all right, we're going to have our announcement of the lineups here. Just a moment. See, the coaches here coming together before the start of the game, exchanging of lineups, and with that said, we'll go ahead and go over our lineups really quick here for you. We do have some on-screen overlays ready for you guys tonight and things like that, but first off, lineup for the Owensville Dutch Girls. Leading things off tonight is going to be Ryan Miller. She'll be playing 6, would be shortstop. Man, it's been a minute. I'm a little bit rusty here. Batting second's Cameron Ryerson playing center field. Batting third would be Claire Oswalt catching. Batting fourth is Hannah Keeney playing first base. Fifth is Dallas Miller playing third base. Sixth is Cabrin Kelly. She is the DP. I think she's going to be just hitting. She's not playing out in the field. Below that is Trinity Rossi. She's the right fielder. Batting eighth is Riley Dare out in left field. And then Shay Abernathy is starting the game on the mound for the Dutch Girls. All right, sorry about that. I had one of my camera people asking for a little help. Question. For the opposing team, the visiting Cuba Wildcats. Batting first is Shannon Black playing left field. Second is Jerry Forrester catching. Third is Kaylin Wilkerson, designated hitter. Now we got the lineups. I'm going to take my headset off so you can hear Miss Crystal Eli.
Batting first for the Lady Wildcats, Shannon Black. Up next, we have Jerry Forrester. Batting third, Kaylin Wilkerson. Batting fourth, Sage Haynes. Batting fifth, Gabby Garms. Batting sixth, Taryn Bass. Batting seventh, Lily Bircher. Batting eighth, Savannah Bass. And batting ninth, Brooke Tyner. And for your Dutch girls, sorry. Also joining with our Dutch girls are some youth softball players tonight. Batting first for your Dutch girls, Ryan Miller. Next, Cameron Ryerson. Batting third, Claire Oswalt. Batting fourth, Hannah Keeney. Batting fifth, Dallas Miller. Batting sixth, Cabrin Kelly. Batting seventh, Trinity Rossi. Batting eighth, Riley Dare. Batting ninth, Shay Abernathy. Please rise, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by our troubadours.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and there you have it from our OHS Troubadours for helping out with the
very happy birthday today.
national
Happy
anthem.
birthday, Margaret Ann.
All right, and now we are ready for some softball here at Dutch Girls Softball Field today. All right. Thank you to those that are already joining us and anybody who watches this after the fact. We appreciate you tuning into TV Studio Productions. We have another broadcast later this week as the volleyball team will be playing on Thursday. That is our next broadcast. There is no football game this week as the football team travels to Union. So our next broadcast will be Thursday, and that'll be our last one for this week. Again, thank you to everybody who always supports OHS TV Studio. We could not do this without all the support. I am by myself tonight on the microphones, so you will have to put up with me this evening. As you see, Miss Shay Abernathy warming up for the Dutch girls. Sam, could you do me a favor and do the Shay pitching stats? It should be towards the top, so say Shay pitching. You see on screen right now, that is Miss Shay Abernathy. She is a sophomore here at OHS. She comes into this game with a 3-1 win-loss record, an ERA of 4.74, and 18 strikeouts on the season. So, pretty good win-loss record. Things looking good for Shay out there so far, and excited to see her pitch today. I'm going to walk you down to my guy out in the outfield on camera. Hey, Chris, if you could take that camera now that the game has started and move the camera closer to the fence. Right now, you're getting the fence in your shot, so I would pick the camera up and move it to the fence.
Coming up to bat, number 20, Shannon Black.
All right, and we are underway here as leadoff hitter Shannon Black makes her way to the plate for the Cuba Wildcats. First pitch misses low. It's a ball. Turn this just a little bit towards me here so I can see this too. Yeah, you can take that off now. You don't have to leave that up there. Ball's hit right back up the middle to Shay Abernathy, who fires over to first base, and a good scoop by Hannah Keeney is going to be the first out of the game for these Dutch girls.
Number 4, Jerry Forster.
Sorry, I was a little slow on the camera switch there for you guys. That's my apologies. This is our other angle that we can offer to you during action. Chris, that shot right there looks real good right there. We use walkie-talkies to communicate. The ball's hit straight up in the air, and it is going to be caught by Miss Ryan Miller, who's playing shortstop for the Dutch girls tonight. Dutch girls got too quick out here on 3 pitches from Shay Abernathy. Nobody aboard here as the Dutch girls look to get out of a quick first top of the first inning. Now batting for the Cuba Wildcats is a 3-hole hitter, and she's first pitch swinging right over there to Ryan Miller. Gets the out at first base, and that's going to do it for the Wildcats on top of the first inning. They only saw 4 pitches, and the Dutch girls are going to look to come to the plate a few across here. Dutch girls are coached by head coach Hannah Weir. Oh, Hannah Kopelman. No longer Hannah Weir. She's married to one of my best friends, Coach Dave Kopelman, and that was a slip-up right there. But Hannah Kopelman has been the coach of these Dutch girls for, man, it's been at least 5 or 6 years now, maybe even longer. The kids at home noticed I didn't say 6 or 7 years because, well, that's a big deal in these parts right now. You don't say that. The way the sun is right now, it's creating a little bit of shadows here for us as far as our camera angles are. So I think as the game progresses, you're going to see a little bit different, brightness levels. So right now it's just a little bright outside. Yeah. But it is a beautiful day. I'd say temps are probably mid-80s, still a little bit warm for October, but it's good softball playing weather. As you see the Cuba pitcher getting warm here, that is number 9, and I'll be able to give you the name here in just a moment as I've got pictures of the lineups on my phone. Number 9 is Brooke? No, I think it's Kay Long. Miss Long, but she doesn't have her first name written down on here, so Miss Long is going to be on the mound. What'd you say, Kira? Kira Long. Kira Long. Up here in the press box with us, we've got Miss Crystal Eli. Oh, thank you so much. Miss Crystal Eli, who is a math teacher here at OHS. We also have the same lunch shift together, so we get to converse during lunch with the rest of the awesome staff members that have second lunch shift here at OHS.
We have a good time.
That's right, we do have a good time. All right. As you see the Wildcats doing their warm-ups here down the line. You can see the batting cages here at the field, utilized by both the baseball and the softball team. You might be wondering, what is that thing that's wrapped around the pole? That's it's called the turtle. The baseball team uses it so they don't shoot balls into the parking lot during practice. Obviously, you can't use that during a game. Dutch girls take the dugout on the first base side, and the visiting Cuba Wildcats take it on the third base side. Ryan Miller is up to bat for the Dutch girls, lead things off. Ryan Miller comes into the game with a .451 batting average, scoring 24 runs and 7 RBIs for these Dutch girls. Ryan is a freshman, and she's a slap hitter who just got hit in the shoulder, but it might be an offer at the pitch. I'm going to imagine that. So, Sam, all you do now is put the check mark next to 1.
Next up,
you don't have to put anything there because she was hit by the pitch.
Cameron Ryerson.
Now you can switch to the next batter overlay. Now batting for the Dutch girls is Cameron Ryerson. We had a good time whenever we took the photos for Media Day. She decided to have some fun with it there, and that's going to be a bunt and caught by the catcher on a juggling act. So that ball was bunted straight up and then corralled by the catcher. It's going to send our 3-hole hitter,
Claire
Oswald, to the plate. And we're seeing something happen on every pitch here, it feels like. First pitch was a hit batter. Second pitch was a pop-up to the catcher on a bunt attempt. Third pitch was a steal by Ryan Miller. So now we have a runner at second base as we have a runner in scoring position with Miss Claire Oswald up to bat, one of our big bats in the lineup. See if she can do some damage here. Ball's going to miss outside. Make the count 1-0. Claire Oswald comes into this game batting .429 on the season with 6 runs and 20 RBIs. She's very capable of hitting one out of this park. As that one goes low, and Ryan Miller is going to take third base on that ball in the dirt. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk, sends Oswald to first base. She rounds the base hard, taking a look, and she's just going to go ahead and take second base because everybody's just kind of standing around. So heads up base running there from Oswald as she goes to second easily on a walk with no contest. But now it seems like they're sending her back to first. No, she's going to get pitch ran for with number 11 for the Dutch girls, which is Lainey Moss. That does not, my old eyes are starting to give on me already. That is number 10.
Coming up to bat,
Hallie
number
Thompson.
20, Hannah Keeney.
Now up to bat is the Hannah Keeney playing first base today, batting .213 on the season with 5 runs and 12 RBIs. She catches that one right off the hands. Ryan Miller is going to go ahead and go home to score. It's going to give the Dutch girls a 1-0 lead. Uh-oh. And Hallie is caught trying to take third on the play as she is the first out of this bottom of the first inning. The Dutch girls have been very aggressive early on
Number
here.
16, Dallas Miller.
Out should be 1 now. Dallas Miller steps to the plate. First ball, pitch is going to be a ball low. Oh, no, it hit her. Sorry, I've got my eyes on several things up here in the press box. Kind of hard for me to watch just the game.
Cabrin Kelly.
It seems like every pitch we're getting a new batter. Now we have Cabrin Kelly up to bat. My guy running the computer here, Sam Terrell. Sam, I'm telling you, the game is not always like this. There's not action every single pitch, but right now there is, which is good for the viewer. Batting now is Cabrin Kelly, another sophomore here at OHS. Also does some pitching for these Dutch girls. She takes a ball on pitch 1 and now a ball outside on pitch 2 to make the count 2-0. And it looks like on the errant throw back to the pitcher, Hannah Keeney's going to just go ahead and take third base, make it first and third for the Dutch girls. Dallas Miller on first, Hannah Keeney on third. So aggressive, I can hardly keep up with what's going on here. That ball's ripped down the line, right out to the left fielder. Dallas Miller is going to try to take third, and she is in as Cabrin advances to second on the throw to third. So that's going to be an RBI single for Cabrin Kelly and give the Dutch girls their second run of the game and put them in a position now where they've got runners on second and third.
Trinity Rossi.
Trinity Rossi digs into the play here. Trinity's a senior on this Dutch girl team, one of only 2 seniors. And she looks at strike number 1 there. She comes into the game batting .286 on the season, scoring 11 runs and 4 RBIs for these Dutch girls. She comes in a big spot here with runners on second and third. Swings at the second pitch to make the count 0-2. Now she's going to be swinging at anything close here, try to protect herself in the count. All right. That ball's going to be low, skips in, runners hold up, good block by the catcher. Makes it a 1-2 count here for Rossi. Kind of see the defensive alignment here. It looks like the outfielders are playing pretty much straight up, but you notice that because it is a, that one's ripped down the line. Fair ball, umpire had his, okay. We've got a little conversation going on here because the umpire originally put his left hand up like the ball was foul, but he did not call foul. You don't make a call if the ball's fair. You don't say anything. So he didn't say anything. However, he did put the wrong hand up. But that's going to be the discussion right now at home plate that you're seeing. I understand where the Cuba coach is coming from, but at the same time, the umpire did not make a foul call, so the player should have played on. You only stop playing if you hear foul, which I didn't hear foul.
No.
However, umpire did have his left arm up, which is why the coach for Cuba is a little bit confused here. It's going to plate 2 runs for the Dutch girls and make it 4-0. And I might have another person to help me out on the microphone here in just a moment. Coach D, you want to get on here with me? Yeah, I'll hop on with you. Perfect. All right, I'm going to actually get Coach Dave here on the mic. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gents. And actually, Coach Dave's got it. Coach Dave will pop in here for us as Riley Dare steps up to the plate. She is a junior here at OHS. She's in my TV studio class, and she was very excited to be playing today. She told me today in class she was excited for the game tonight, and she finds herself in the starting lineup. That pitch looks like it is a little bit high. Coach Dave, can you hear us now?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, but I think you...
Am I too quiet?
You're probably too quiet because your thing was too loud.
Oh, okay. Yay.
There we go. That's probably better.
That does sound better.
Coach Dave, the beginning of this game, something was happening every single pitch.
Really?
There was like a hit batter. There was, every single pitch. There was never just a pitch. It was.
Are you saying for our team it was like that, or for
both teams in the first inning?
Oh wow. Okay.
Cuba went down on 4 pitches, and then we got to the plate. Ryan Miller got hit with the first pitch. The next pitch, Cam Ryerson tried to bunt, popped up. The catcher juggled it but caught it. Third pitch, Ryan Miller stole third base. Like the 6th pitch, Hannah Keeney hit one, or no, Claire Oswalt. No, she walked on 4 pitches.
Okay.
That was the first break, really.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was bang, 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 bang. Poor Sam Terrell over here. He's trying to operate the overlays for the first time. And he's like, what the heck is going on here?
Sam, scoreboards are probably my least favorite aspect of this. And yet, like, for the viewer at home, they're, like, the most important.
Yeah. All right, now stepping to the plate. And if you want to take a look at the overlays there, you always got something to talk about, Coach Dave. Shea Abernathy looks like she's batting .250 on the season.
Yeah, I like watching Shea on the mound. I watched her a lot this summer on the mound, and I enjoyed watching her pitch. But I think Coach has her sitting on the shortstop, and she's done a pretty good job there. That's one spot of the offense that I wouldn't want to be, or defense I wouldn't want to be. Swings on that, and I believe it's strike 2. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe the count's 2-2. We're also battling a little bit of sun right now, but I think that'll change here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now, we're definitely battling it. Make it a full count.
That pitch does keep on running inside a little bit. I'd be keeping my eye on that and just move those girls around the bases.
Hey, Logan, can you take that angle that you have and zoom in a little bit?
All right, here comes the pitch. And we're swinging on it right through the shortstop. Bobble on the outfield. She throws it home, but Trinity Kreider can get home and give herself a nice little run, making the Dutch girls score 5-0. That was a double there for Shea Abernathy. Might go down as I don't know. Definitely wasn't an error because it was probably.
Yeah, I think what they would score it is a single and advanced on the throw.
There you go.
Number 7, Ryan Miller.
Back to the top of the lineup now.
That's what you like to see. If you could get through one inning all the way back around, yes, sir.
That's a good take there by Ryan, honestly. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, I probably wouldn't want to have to, deal with that with my first pitch either. Let's try to get a better pitch in this at-bat.
Yeah, especially the player Ryan is. She wants to put that ball, that slap hitter. Hannah was so excited about her coming in, and the first time she had her at practice, she was slapping. And that's what my wife was in college and in high school, was a slapper. And you guys can see there, if you watch the way Ryan starts out in the back of the box, and those boxes are a little bit longer than baseball, so she can run up it, move a little bit more in it, and she can slap that ball, put a little direction on it. And Ryan does a great job. Ooh, there's the strike. I was probably going to call
across the plate at a strike, but it definitely ended at a strike.
Yeah, I was going to say, from my little tiny window angle here, I can see it looked good, but that was the only part I caught.
Ball's going to be outside. We're going to have some runners advance here.
Nice job, 1-4. There we go.
Riley Dare scores with ease, makes the score 6-0 as Ryan faces a full count now.
And tonight would be a good night for them to be able to get 3 and out, 3 innings in, 3 innings done. They got a big week of softball. Actually, a big 2 weeks of softball. They'll play Cuba tonight. I can't remember who they play tomorrow night, but it's at home. And then they'll play Thursday again at home. And then Friday they'll go to Rolla. Saturday they'll be in Rolla.
And on that play, you saw Ryan went ahead and took second base on the walk. catches the defense sleeping.
Yeah, you might as well.
And she's very, very quick. I know she's got to have a lot of stolen bases on this season.
She reminds me a lot of, like, her quickness is very similar to Emma Daniels. I'm not going to put her in that category just yet because I don't know her track speed, but let me tell you, just seeing her out here on the bases, she runs pretty quick.
I love that. Coach Dave, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor here in just a second.
Well, you tell me.
I think that was a hit by pitch.
Looked like it.
Dead ball. It's going to load the bases up. Shay's going to have to go back to third. But I'm going to go land this drone real quick.
Okay.
When the ball's in play, I always switch to camera 1 here so they can see the whole field.
All right.
And then you can either do this view or this view.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be right back. I just got to land the drone. What the heck? That's really concerning.
There we got a pitch. Ooh, bobbled in the outfield. That's going to be an error, but Cam is going to get an in triple. She's going all the way home. Go ahead. There you go. All the way in.
Number 3,
Woo. So I guess Kim ended up not getting hit by that pitch. I think they called that. She came back and was able to slap one down right between third base and shortstop. And then it dribbled right underneath the outfielder's glove all the way back to the fence. And, well, let's say Cam's no slouch. She's going to run around those bases pretty quick, and she was able to get all the way in the park. Home run. That's gonna be a nice one for coach to have to put on the stat book right there. Unfortunately, it's gonna go in as an error. So well, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but
might be an early game, guys.
Well, I'm not sure what this guy's doing out here in the outfield, panning around, giving you guys a 360 view. Gonna go over to the scoreboard. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a Dutch Girl 2-out rally going on right now. Miss Eli gave us the heads up there. All of it's happening. Ooh, Claire wanted to put the ball into play. She held up for ball 1. There we go. We got another ball.
Yeah, we almost had a catastrophe there.
I was kind of concerned for you.
I was as well.
And another ball, maybe. Yep.
If you want, I can take back over the video switch.
Hey, I will let you. That was, anytime you put me on that video board, whew, I get a little bit nervous. Oh, gonna call that one. That thing had to drop right on it.
Take a water.
I'm good.
Yeah, so basically what happened there with the drone was once it reaches a certain battery level, it wants to return to home. And we take our drone controller to be able to give it the live feed in the broadcast, and I have to plug the controller into the video switch, basically. And it was at about 22% whenever I decided to bring it home. And then I unplugged the controller, and the controller reset on me. And when it hits 20%, it automatically tries to return home. And, well, it hit 20% while the drone was off, and I had no control of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Luckily, it went to the parking lot to try to find a place to land, because it always looks for flat ground to land.
Yeah, well, there's a big old flat space out there.
Yeah, I was really afraid it was going to try to find the field to land.
That'd be rough.
That would not be ideal as runner advances to second there. That's number 10 again. She is running bases for – who is she running bases?
She's running it for Claire, I believe. Claire's their catcher. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And that's Hallie Thompson. Hallie Thompson actually made the first out of this inning as she got thrown out at third base. trying to advance.
Unsure what the call is here, why Blues are talking. Oh, that ball hit the dirt on its way in. So I'm not sure, but they're the officials. I'm not, so I'm going to let them chat it up anytime they need to. We got Hannah Keeney on the plate here. Hannah has a 273 average, but waiting for that bat to come alive. I know she's had a better average than that in the past, and I have no doubt that it's going to rise up. But we're going to see right now if she can put this ball into play. I know she's going to be looking for one that's right over the plate. But 4 balls don't give her a chance to swing, and now we're going to bring up Dallas Miller.
Right, the bases loaded here.
Dallas Miller.
No, bases first and second.
First and second.
Sam, you had it right on the screen there. First and second.
Now, Dallas in the summer, she had a couple big O hits that I see a wide open space there right down Broadway. Headed out towards the light pole. That's where I'd be wanting to pull that thing, but I don't play fast pitch softball. I've only ever played slow pitch, and you can kind of direct that ball a little bit easier. Oh, yep, that's right where I wanted it.
It's a good rip right there. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Looks like the Dutch girls are going to get at least 2 out of this as Coach Kopelman is going to send Hannah Keeney in, make it an 11-0 ball game here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Dallas Miller standing on second. I would say that was a true double. That wasn't just on the throw.
Right.
2, Cabrin Kelly.
Now, do we have Cabrin pitching right now, or was it Keeney?
We got Shea pitching.
Shay's
tonight.
pitching.
Shea
Okay.
started the game, yeah.
All right. So we do have a plethora of pitchers this year. See, Cabrin's kind of got that shoulder taped up a little bit, so that could also be partially why.
And as of right now, I was looking at Shea's stats. Shea came into this game with a 3-1 record. Looks very likely to leave with a 4-1 record.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh. Just a little early on that. Pulling it to the left. Let's see if you can time that up a little better. Not getting a ton of pitches to be able to swing at, so you got to make the most of them here.
Yeah, I have to imagine the Dutch girls are hungry and ready to swing if they get something that they feel like they can handle up there.
Yeah, it'd be real easy for me to just get an out because I'd probably swing too much. And here we go. In the dirt.
Got to give it up to this catcher for the Cuba Wildcats. She's been working hard back there and has made some good blocks.
Yeah, you've been there before. I'd imagine baseball is probably a little bit more, little bit easier. You probably don't have as many pass balls. I'm not sure. I also don't get to see many baseball games.
No, I definitely. I don't know what
So
happened.
Dallas left the base early to get that third out so that we could rotate in
the field.
every now and then. You know, that's that.
Kind of mercy type.
Yeah,
deal.
that honorable thing.
Okay, so that's going to send Cuba to hit here in the top of the second, with the Dutch girls leading 11-0. So baseball, if we're talking, the one thing that I would say is challenging about baseball is, you know, softball has vertical movement up on their pitches, and they do throw breaking pitches that break down, but from the natural arm motion of a baseball pitcher, they're always throwing down, so they can't throw anything that rises.
Okay.
But when they throw a breaking pitch, sometimes it can be tough to tell if it's going to be in the dirt or if they're going to be able to get it before it hits the dirt. I think the worst thing as a catcher, and I had done this a few times myself whenever I was catching, is you go down to block a ball that didn't even actually need to be blocked, and you wear it off the forearm. Or you go down to block a ball and it bounces up and hits you in the forearms.
Right.
If you're a baseball catcher or a softball catcher, you're banged up pretty much the whole season.
Oh yeah, just constantly drop to the knees.
Yep.
Drop to the knees. I always had good in my little league time. I always had good pitchers pitching to me. I didn't have to block too much.
That makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
I can remember a specific game. Chris Hofke was on the mound, and he was having a hard time, getting the ball. You know, as a pitcher in baseball, you want to live low. You don't want to leave the ball up. That's where ball gets driven a lot. So it's good to live low, but if you can't find the strike zone, you're just thrown in the dirt. As the catcher, it's easy to get a little bit ticked off. And I remember I went down to block like 3 or 4 in a row, and I got the ball, and I just fired it right back at his ankles. I'm like, bring it up. Oh, man.
Looks like Cuba got a good crack on that one. She can straighten it out. That'll be a good pop up for our fielders to get a little practice on.
Shea brings it in with a little zip there. I feel like Shea's really improved as a pitcher throughout the season. I got to see her in our first broadcast, and she's doing a great job out there for the Dutch girls.
Yeah, and I know that she plays a lot in the summer. Her parents are very athletic-minded. They're very helpful. They're very ask the coach, hey, what are you thinking? What do we need to work on? And then they go to work on it. And I think Shea's done nothing but improve over the last few months, working.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more than that. You say they're a baseball family. I have a lot of great memories getting to coach her brother, Trevor, and it brings a smile to my face to see her wear number 15 because that's also what Trevor used to wear.
Woo!
I went straight back. That about hit our cameraman, Logan. You okay down there, Logan? One thing that's tough during softball season here is right below where we are is like a sunbathing area, and Logan, he's getting some sunbathing done down there right now. That ball shot out into right field. That's going to get past the right fielder. Cuba's going to be pushing for a double here. I think that's Trinity Rossi in right field. She gets it into her cutoff, and 25 for these Cuba Wildcats. Miss Sage Haynes is in with a stand-up double.
Now batting number 5, Gabby Garms.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slow read off of that ball, and it's easy to squeak right past you there. Get all the way out to the fence.
Well, they've already seen more pitches this half inning than they did the bottom of the first. That ball's ripped right down the line to Dallas. Dallas throws over to first. We're going to get a
Come on.
first. Oh! It was a good throw by first baseman Hanakini. A little bit low. Dallas went down to – no, at that point it was Ryan. Ryan was covering third.
Number 2.
So the left side of the infield, pretty interesting. Sisters playing first or short and third.
Yeah, and when Shea's on the mound, I think Coach moves Ryan in, and she puts Riley Dare out into that left field spot. Just a nice little rotation, and then we put Hannah Keeney over on first base. I know Hannah's either normally in the pitcher's box or she's over on first, so it's a slightly different rotation tonight than what they're used to seeing. But I guess that's probably what you end up doing a lot whenever you have multiple pitchers, which that's nice. It's nice having the options.
I don't have either of the Miller girls in class right now.
Neither do I.
I haven't gotten to really know them very much, but it's been a joy getting to watch them play softball. They're both very athletic.
Yeah. I am. I'm hopeful to see them, as the basketball bus driver and the basketball announcer on the girls' side. Like, I'm hopeful that they play some ball because I just feel like their athleticism would
alone.
Yeah.
I don't know if have they played basketball in the past, do you know?
I don't remember. I don't know if I've asked Coach Miller about that.
Well, Dallas has some height already.
Yeah.
And
let's just say genetics say they should get a little bit more height. I know they got a big brother that's I think Coach Miller said maybe a little bit taller than him, about his size, maybe a little bit bigger. Can you imagine? He's already
Miller's tall too.
Yeah, he's already a giant. Then again, I'm also standing from 5'5". So,
almost felt like a defensive swing at first.
Yeah, it was a little late coming off that bat.
It was hit foul down the first base line as Shea works ahead here with an 0-1 count. Trying to keep that runner from third scoring and keep it a clean slate for the Dutch girls. Cuba is threatening with first and third here. We'll see what happens.
They're going to go for the steal, but we're going to hold. Ooh, that did not look graceful.
That looked like a hurt knee. Cuba runner steals second base, slides a lot late, but no throw, so she's in safely.
Ooh. And kick it home. We're going to go for it.
Cuba gets on the board there as Miss Sage Haynes is able to score the first run of the game for the Wildcats. Make it an 11-1 game here in the top of the second.
We got another lefty coming up here. Wouldn't be surprised if she tries to maybe slap around. I don't know. A lot of times that's what you're going to do with your lefties.
This is number 8-hole hitter, Savannah Vass. She's playing center field for the Wildcats.
Okay, so you're in a pretty quick position.
Right.
She's built like a speed demon. So that's what I would be trying to do if I was their coach. Hey, learn how to slap because you could do something with it.
There's a lot of mechanically things happening whenever you're a slap hitter. As you see, Ryan does this. Ryan does it really well. There's a lot of motion, which that does not exist in baseball.
Right, right.
That looks like it would be challenging to me, especially to cover the outer half of the plate.
Right. Ooh, a little behind on that. Takes the count 1-2. Let's see if Shay can go ahead and get herself a K, forward or backwards. I don't care, Shay. You go ahead. And she'll put her down.
Forward K there as it clears the base pass and sends the Dutch girls to the bottom half of the second, leading 11-1. Coach Dave, how was your day at the high school today?
It was a Monday. I don't know if you felt that way, but a lot of my classes were very, I don't know how to describe it. They were very tired. Yeah. Yeah. We could just use a little bit more energy on a Monday, but I could have used it too. But
you did a great job. Also, like you going around the field, you are. Yeah. Did you guys do a wayfinder activity today?
Heck yeah, we did. Maya Vandegrift is my first two-time champ this year for rock, paper, scissors.
Nice, nice.
We have done it every week so far. We are 9 weeks in. I have 8 champions, with Maya being the only two-time, and she has now earned herself the official #1 ranking in rock, paper, scissors.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, we have it fully automated too. So once the scores go in and the bracket gets done, it auto-populates the next round for the next week. And Google spreadsheets, I love it. My kids actually, I don't know if they think it's as nerdy as I am, but it's fun. It's fun. I will tell you guys, we when we get ready for Wayfinder, I get excited because Wayfinder, it's social, emotional, learning, and my classroom, we all like each other. And I think that's what it was.
We today we did we watched a video and had a discussion on the topic was, have you ever been in a situation where you were enjoying yourself so much that you looked at the clock and you couldn't imagine, you couldn't believe that much time had passed.
Oh, okay.
It was hilarious because a lot of people brought up, yeah, that happens to me when I play Minecraft.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
And then I talked about, how whenever I'm at school, I don't ever feel like I'm clock watching. Like I feel like my day goes by too fast. I wish I had more hours to get things done. Because I'm enjoying what I'm doing and I have plenty to do. But I challenged them. I said, you got to find a job someday that you're not clock watching. Yet you're enjoying what you're doing because, well, if we're being honest, you spend a lot of time working.
Yeah, I completely agree. Sometimes, every now and then, there's a day where I'm like, that day drug on, but most of the time, I'm like you. I feel like I want to get more stuff done, and I don't have enough time in the day. And it's not so much always stuff I have to do, but it's stuff I want to do, especially at school.
Holy smokes, they're not playing with a right fielder right now. I did not realize that at first.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they've got
5 on the infield.
Yeah, they're playing the pool a lot. A ball that got past the first baseman down the line could potentially result in an inside the park home run.
Yeah, well, Cam got one while you were trying to get your drone rallied in. Remember, Cam looked like she got hit, but I guess they put her back at the plate because she didn't, and then she ended up squeaking it past, and it went right underneath left fielder's glove all the way to the fence, and Cam was able to run all the way around.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not realize I missed that.
So I'm kind of interested in this because I guess the ball's coming in so slow that most of the time we're showing up late to it. Or showing up early to it, I guess. Maybe that's what it is.
Generally what would happen would be you're too antsy and you can't wait, so you're ahead of it. Like that first foul ball she hit was, inside the left field line. So she was early. One of 2 seniors on this team, Trinity Rossi, steps to the plate.
Ooh.
I believe Trinity, is she involved with color guard as well?
Yeah, she is. She's a color guard kid. She's on the dance team. I'm not sure if she does anything in the spring, but I'm sure she goes out and plays travel softball. I bet that's probably what she does. Oh, yep. She wanted that.
Great.
Oh.
Nobody covering first, so she's going to be safe.
Get a little bit of ball watching there when that ball just floats up in the air.
It's going to bring the starting pitcher. No. Riley Dare, the left fielder, back up to the plate.
All right, let's load them up.
She got a potential to do some damage here with runners on first and second. They are still playing with 3 infielders on the left side. That time it gets past the third baseman, doinks off the second baseman's shin. It's going to make the bases loaded.
And who do we got coming up here? We got Shay back on it. All right.
Shay able to help herself out here with the bases juiced.
All right, number 15. Can you make it 15? Let's see what happens there. And we're going to go a low grounder there.
Coach, how excited is the high school cross country team for tomorrow?
You know what? This is going to be interesting for us. Like, while you guys have had a couple like afternoon races, I don't have a clue how they're going to be prepared. I mean, we've had tons of afternoon practice, but
right.
I'm it's a little different. You got to eat lunch at school. Whether you bring your own or not, you got to be able to get through your normal day, and then you're going to race at 4 o'clock. So we got veteran kids though. So there's a crack. Right to third, and they're able to get 1.
Yeah, tomorrow's a bit of an interesting day for us, too, actually. They have the day basketball game tomorrow, and I had a stern talk with them. I wasn't at practice the whole time, but on their way over, they stopped, and we had a conversation. I said, listen, guys, tomorrow you're going to have, the urge to buy all of the soda and candy, because that's what those kids do on the day basketball game. I'm like, guys, don't do that to yourself. You do not want to go run a 2-mile race on a belly full of candy and soda.
Yeah, Coach Hunt reinforced it. Coach Candle reinforced that. So we made sure that, that's definitely not the way to do it. The basketball girls will probably be – there you go.
Now, that is such a pretty swing whenever you get to – there's going to be should be interference at first base, but I don't know that the umpire saw it.
No, unfortunately, no.
So a couple things there. It was a beautiful. That's the first time I think I've seen her drive a ball to the outfield with that slap hit style, and that was pretty. That was cool. I like that. Ryan, though, as she was rounding first, the first baseman was in the way, and she basically ran into her and fell to the ground. And had that not happened, she absolutely would have been at second, but she's just going to go ahead and steal the base here anyways.
I think that might have been something Coach Mace was talking to her about right there. Like, just go ahead and take off for it because we'll appeal to the,
Right, if she were to get thrown out.
Right.
Now, Coach Mace, I'm not super familiar. Is she teaching somewhere else in the district?
No, so she works at Henson Tax Services, I believe, and then she has her substitute. She's got her substitute license or whatever that is, and she's able to be a sub, so she's got all the background checks, all that, and she came in. She's a graduate from Rolla. She played softball in Rolla, and
awesome.
Rolla's got a good program, so she's got some good experience there with Coach Hoey, and she's brought some good things here. Ooh,
that's gonna plate 1.
Way to get down, and we'll
probably 2 here. Ryan's just gonna go ahead and score. Also moves Cam Ryerson up to second base.
Coming up to bat, number 3, Claire Oswald.
It looks like we're getting a mound visit here for the coaches. Yeah, I will tell you, next week I'm really excited. This is the first time in probably about 10 years that I haven't had to change much on our cross-country course, and our meet, our stuff is actually already done. We just have to go out there and put some stakes in.
I was going to ask you about that.
Oh, yeah, we'll do some tree trimming this weekend. We always go out there on Saturday and probably get some brush hogging in. Probably I'll mow the course again. Brandon Howard and the whole maintenance staff, they do such a good job keeping our facilities mowed and keeping it look nice. I had it mowed down really well a couple weeks ago, and then the grass grew just enough that they had to mow it, and so we've kind of lost the trail a little bit. So I'll have to go back out and hit that again. But overall, first run, I only had to add 60 feet on, and it's really great because adding 60 feet makes it about 100 meters for our finish line, which is really, really great. So I'm excited about that.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Threw that one behind Oswald there as Cam Ryerson goes ahead and takes third.
I got a starting box thing I'll show you sometime.
Okay.
We're doing something. I think we're going to do something a little different this year, but it'll be great, I think. Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh, good fielding. Come on. And they called her out.
It's going to play another run and make it 16-1 as the Dutch girls now take that 15-run lead, which if it's 15 after 3, that is the mercy rule. So Dutch girls are in line for that now, and they wouldn't even bat in the bottom half of the third.
Ooh, dang.
So this could be their last at-bat.
Right, you got to make the most of them then. Coach, don't pull them off early. Let's make it 30 first. Except we got 2 outs, so we might not even get there.
That's true. Bases are cleared now after that. I am very intrigued by the
shift?
the commit to the shift.
Mm-hmm. And what was interesting to me was the only one they went back to was Ryan, and I'm pretty sure that's the area like a slapper would hit to, except whenever she cracks it. But
yeah, I guess they did that because she's left-handed and just assumed she would pull. But
right,
yeah, slapper would.
She has so much more control though coming through with that instead of a full swing. I don't know.
But I'm not really surprised she pulled that one because the velocity is down today. So
yeah.
I think generally she's probably always hitting to the left side because it gives her a little bit more time to run, too.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
It's a longer throw.
Ooh. Reach for the swing. We got to make good calls on those. Here we go. You gotta hold off. Let's go, kid. All right. Shifting the outfield just a little bit. Sending center straight up center now.
Ball's going to be low and get away from the catcher. Coach, how'd your fantasy football teams do this weekend?
I don't remember. I think I was pretty okay. I still got Mahomes and EDN and Chiefs defense on one. I think I have one of each of those guys.
Okay.
Oh, and I got Xavier Worthy in one. So I've got 2 and 2 playing tonight. One league I think I'm already cooked, pretty sure. I'm playing too many leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like 3 starts to push my limits.
Yeah, I'm in 4. Oh, that one's going to
Oh, good feeling. Way to
out
get
at
it.
second base is going to end the Dutch girls rally here in the second and send the Dutch girls out with a chance to end this thing in the third inning here if they can get 3 outs without allowing a run. Yeah, I had a heartbreaker last night in Bryn's league. I was up by 25.6 going into the Sunday night football game, and the person I was playing, all they had left going was Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs had 10 catches for 154 yards, and I was beat by 0.6.
Oh, that is rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough showing, yeah.
But it was pretty cool to see the Patriots defeat the Bills. That was a little bit unexpected.
I did not expect that at all. I was not thinking that to me, the Bills, like James Cook was going to run all over them. But no, not a chance. I don't think he picked up much at all for me last night.
No, I think the best performer for the Bills on offense was probably their tight end, Dalton Kincaid. I think he had 100 yards receiving.
Dang. All right, so we're going to come in here at third inning. We're going to keep pitching Shay. We're going to get that full game in for her. And let's see if we can get another maybe 3 up, 3 down. I'd be happy with that. Hey, Miss Eli says she'd be happy too, so you can make 2 people happy. Probably more than that, but I'm not going to poll the entire crowd. If I did, anybody watching this, you guys can say that,
That would make this has potential to be under a 1-hour game because the game started at 5, which I was crossed up on that. I thought game started at 4:30.
Yeah, so they moved all the last ones back to 5 because for some reason or another, the girls were having a hard time getting out here by 3:30. They were showing up at like 3:45, and Coach really likes her hour warm up, and so we got lights. We can move it back to 5.
Yeah. I was rushing, and Coach came up here, and I was like, well, because Cuba didn't show up until almost. I mean, it was a little after 4, actually.
Right, you were probably a little like, why?
Like, is there really a game happening today? And she's like, yeah, we don't start until 5. And I was like, oh, well, that means I have way more time than I thought I had.
Number 14 here, she's got a lot of energy for the Wildcats. She was super excited about the play she was able to make out in the outfield or in the at second base, and now she's got a lot of energy right here.
Oh, no, that's going to suck the energy right out of you. Ouch.
Well, I think, just look at her, though. She's still got some spunk in her. Like, good for her.
She's like, oh, my gosh. Yeah, that hit her right on the kneecap, I feel like. She's going to try to run that one off. One thing I don't know if you can actually see in the shot here is at first base, there's a double base now in softball. And baseball's actually, high school baseball's about to move to that as well. And the reason why, looks like we have a comment here. What do we got? Hey, Sam, can you X out of that and tell us who's commenting? X out of that.
Road to Racer. What's up, dude?
Casey says, I do stuff all day and still don't feel like there is enough time. I like the hitter pictures at the bottom left. Thanks, Casey. Jody Miles says, ouch. Yeah, that one looked like it hurt right off the kneecap. I agree with you there. Granite is in there, and he says, remember to use the chat. Thanks, Granite. Granite is a longtime TV studio supporter.
We had a pop-up that was right over top of it. That's why we were missing out on it there for a second. A little bit outside there. I thought it looked pretty good to me, but I got those eyes. Everything's always a little bit better for me.
No, this game is about to be over after this half inning, probably.
All right, let's see. Come on, Shay. Little low. So the runner ended up getting over to second while we were looking at the chat. And we have 3 balls, no strikes, 0 outs. Let's go get the pitch. Yeah, the other night they were playing at Rolla, and Rolla was having to play at S&T's field. And S&T's field actually didn't even have that second base at first base. So there was an interference call at one point in time, which, it's very important. It's a safety issue there. So having that second base for girls to run through is really important. Good pitch for Shea. Pick up another strike, bringing the count to full 3-2. Here we go.
So I unplugged it from this, and whenever I did that, it reset the controller. So the controller went off at 22%.
Oh, and cracks right at Laney Moss. Picks up, scoops over. Hanakini takes the out, put out at first base. Runner advances to third, so we end up with 1 out, 1 on third, with number 4 coming up to bat for the Wildcats.
Luckily, it went to the parking lot, and then finally the controller came back on, and I canceled return to home, and I just drove over here myself. But it was a very panicky moment. So what I learned is that if you...
All right, here we go, Shay.
It resets the controller.
A little late swing there by the Wildcat. Gonna pick up a strike.
Yeah, you're going to do that with like 27% battery. No, you're good.
Cracks right at third. Dallas picks it up, fires it into home. They're going to get the runner on a rundown. And we said she had a lot of energy. Like that
was awesome.
I like that.
She did not want to be tagged.
She wasn't out of base path either, let me tell you. That was great.
Number 23, Kaylin Wilkerson.
All right, 23 coming in. Caitlin Wilkerson had she had a hit in the second and was able to be the lone run for the Wildcats. She's back up to bat. See what Shea can bring her. We got a 2 out. Let's hope we stop a 2 out rally, but she cracks it right. Oh, wow! Dang.
Oh, wow. What a play by Ryan Miller at shortstop.
It's like Dallas was a little impressed with that, too.
She might have been able to get up and fire across the diamond. I think she thought she didn't. I think she thought she had less time than what she had.
I agree.
She immediately went to second, which was a good idea because in softball, oftentimes you don't do that. But with the runner, I think she may have been able to get her.
I think she could have got the first base with throw from the knee, but like accuracy, I don't know. You know, you're not used to playing that position. You're playing a lot more outfield.
That was fun to watch, though.
That was. Run that back. Let's go.
Let's see if Shea can get one more here. Are they playing a JV tonight?
Gosh, I don't know. There's so many teams right now that they end up playing only like 3 innings of JV because teams don't have that full roster, so they end up playing, 6 or 7 out of their 9 on JV.
Which the Dutch girls softball team has a pretty full roster right now.
Yeah, we're almost full enough that these 9 that are out there now won't touch the field in a second.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster here. I'm counting 1, 2.
Should be 22 or 23, I think.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that's a lot of softball players.
Yeah.
We're not always blessed with that many.
Right. You even have room if somebody gets injured or something. You can. Ooh, that was a good pitch. We did bring in a courtesy runner, number 13 for the Wildcats, standing on first base now. That was a beauty. It was right down. Let's see. Here we go, 15. Another one. Painted the corner with that one.
Oh, man, I wish I would have hit replay on Ryan's diving stomp there at shortstop. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't know if you had a button or not.
I have it set up somewhere up here. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, it's right
here. I should have hit it. Got the strikeout.
3.
Hit him.
And that should end the game. If you want to get them shaking hands here just a minute, that'd be good.
16-1 with the Dutch girls not even needing to bat themselves in the 3rd inning. That is an exciting time for them. The other good thing is most of the girls were able to hit 2 or 3 times. So it wasn't like, hey, we only got to bat once. No, you got to bat 2 or 3 times. You put yourself out there, and now we're going to get some shaking hands, slapping, and we're going to get those JV girls warmed up, ready to go, and firing on all cylinders.
Coach Dave, I don't know if I had told you yet, but we do have a volleyball broadcast on Thursday if you're interested in Able.
Okay.
That one is sponsored by Chastity Men's. Thank you, Chastity, for sponsoring that broadcast.
Okay. I have been told time after time by the volleyball girls that I need to get in there. And I keep telling them, girls, I'll be in there after, my practice is over. And I said 5:45, that's when we get done. So I'll run that by Hannah. I think they got a home game because I think all they got left is home games. But I think they got a home game on Thursday. So I'll probably try to do that on Thursday and get in there because I haven't gone to a volleyball game and actually done a broadcast with you. So I'd like to do that.
Yeah, I think you'll like the new setup in the gym, too. It's
Yes.
All right, you guys can bring the cameras back up here. Thank you so much. We'll get a sign-off here in just a minute with our crew that we have tonight. Looks like we have another chat in here. Jody Miles says, great play and fabulous score. Dutch girls, well done. Thank you, Jody, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Always appreciate you. And, yeah, it was a great game by the Dutch girls tonight.
Yeah, Jenna Breedlove's been talking about your setup, and she's like, hey, I got to miss your class on tomorrow for the middle school basketball game. I said, Jenna, why do you say it like you have to, like you really have to? And she's like, well, I do. Mr. T said I need to. And I was like, no, well, I bet he didn't say you need to. I bet he said if you can, come on. And she's like,
more of a ask your teachers.
Right. And she's like, okay, well, can I? And I said, we're working on Hawks. I said, are you going to be okay with that? Yeah, I can do that. And then she's like, I could probably even work on Hawks while I'm filming. I'm going to be with Mr. T. And I said, okay.
Well, she's a little bit misinformed.
I was going to
that's
say.
not true. Well, I'm not broadcasting it.
Oh, you're
I'm
just
looking for people to filming it. Yes, because I'm going to be leaving for a cross-country meet.
Oh, that's
I
right.
leave earlier. Right. And I have to get those kids from. So it's going to be really interesting tomorrow because they're going to have the kids here. So I'm going to have to get them here, drive them back over to the middle school so they get dressed, and then we'll leave from there.
Take them around everywhere.
Because they don't want them to bring their bags and everything over here, which I understand.
Oh.
So it's not that big of a deal, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. Hey, could you guys do me a favor and turn the fan off up here? Last time we had somebody, when they brought the camera in, the camera
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I had a guy
just
named
remind Chris when he comes in.
I had a guy named Broden Kelly that decided to lift a chair up into a fan last year. He was thinking he was short. He wasn't.
Yeah, you're going to have that, All right, let's see if I can get we'll get the shot in here. You see Coach Dave here on screen. Coach Dave is the other voice that you've been hearing. Coach Dave does a lot of the broadcasting for us. Can't thank him enough for all his help. So, Coach Dave, thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
And it looks like Chris is off the field now, so he'll be up here in just a minute. Logan, come on over, my man.
Come on, Logan, this is your spotlight.
Logan was running the cams. Give the crowd a good way. Get out of the sun there, man. Logan was running the camera right below the press box here. Was it pretty toasty down there? Yeah, the sun is that's like the oven spot. It was really funny though, Coach. Whenever I came up here, I said, "All right, Logan, Sam, one person up here with me, one person down below." And Logan's like, "Oh, I'll be down below immediately." He's like, "Wait, what does that mean?" And I was like, "Well, you'll be down there on the cameras, and Sam will be up here." He's like, "Never mind, I'm gonna be up here." I'm like, "No, you already chose it, man."
Committed to it. Dang.
Logan, could you help him open that camera up so it doesn't fall? All right, and then Chris, if you could jump in here real quick. Chris has got a bunch of equipment and.
Well, you know, he's out there too. He's out in the sun baking, you know, and he's got to have the radio to make sure he can hear everything.
Chris was the one giving you the outfield camera. Move a little bit.
Come over towards me.
There you go. There you go. He was running the outfield camera for us today. Very appreciative. Chris also helped out on Friday, and he likes helping out with the broadcast.
Yeah, he's getting better and better.
I think we're just going to teach him how to do everything. Might fly a drone at some point. Might be on the switcher in here at some point. He's interested and willing, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, and your shots are good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good shots tonight for sure. And last but not least, Sam Terrell. Come pop in, Sam. And then Logan will have to get you in. We'll all give one wave off. Then we'll stop this broadcast, call it a night. Sam Terrell was the one running the scoreboard in here for us, and very appreciative of Sam, both in my TV studio class. Sam, you did a good job today. And he was the one pulling up all the video overlays, which I think really enhanced the broadcast, give you guys a better idea of who's up there. Chris and Logan, can you come back over for just a moment? Give our quick wave. Get in here, Chris. A little closer, Sam.
You guys are all about the same height. I'm a little bit shorter.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.